Alright, let's see about my stream health. Alright, looks like I am good. I'm gonna turn the music back on. Nope. Rip. Oh yeah, you're actually, I think, the second person, Harry, to use that command. First one was MW the other day, he showed up. I went ham with some of those Moobot commands just because I could. Nah, that's a bad one. Yeah, I hate anime, so you know, I think it's a canter unto America, and down with weebs, to be honest. You're a weeb, that's okay. Everyone has their, you know, it's pick your poison type of thing. It's like, you know, you can be a degenerate in a variety of ways. It's like which one do you want to actually, you know, affect your life? And as far as how I'm doing just fine. Enjoying the day. Got home from work like 2 hours ago. Ate some chips, and now I'm playing GoldenEye. So, yeah, pretty nice. Unfortunately, it has to be Bunker 1. So, whatever. Missing warps. I don't really want to fight, to be honest, but, I mean, oops, Silo. Yeah. I always just assume I'm gonna fail, so I'll just, like, punch my way through. Silo has some banging music. That's really good stuff. Okay, that's actually a fair point. It doesn't have to be Bunker 1. However, I am so close. I've literally choked like a bajillion 17s, right? Gotten so many 18s, right? And I'm just like, I'm this close. And I'm on that 100 or 0 point cutoff, and I don't want all this time to be like for nothing that I've put into Bunker 1 so far. So I just want to like get it over with and just move on, right? And that is not the way to do it. I even switched. I was doing back of the table. I'm going for front of the table more now because I'm just tired of like these almost runs. It's just not as fun. Right, it's looking good. A, that's what I want. That's not what I want. All right, well, whatever. It was going okay. It was going okay for a second. That's how I feel about a lot of these. I'm just like, it's going okay. Just kidding. Everything's flying off the rails. Pole. I was hitting pole. How long have I been playing? Like, the game, like, totally since, like, December. But like late December actually, and then this level, I think since around maybe late May, on and off. So you know, that's sort of it. I mean, my only significant time at this point would be I got Dam 53 in like April, right? And I was like, oh, that's a good time. You know, it's 97 points. Definitely cool, like to get your first points on the ranks, right? But I'm like, I want a world record. So then I subjected myself to this torture that is Bunker 1 Agent. Yeah, well. Been a good time. The Elite's a cool place, for sure. Definitely a very unique place. The level of shit posting is just like off the charts. Like, that's one of my favorite parts, actually. I saw that thing about like Bezgabov posted about the beta strat today at work, and I was just laughing. I was on the floor the whole time. Legendary. It really is legendary shitposting central. Yeah, well. Yeah, man. I go on streaks of like whether I missed that quick pause or not. Like, I'll get them for like a solid hour, and I'll only miss like one, and then I'll just miss like 10 in a row. I really hate how, I mean, I guess I'm fairly consistent with that. It's just that I'll miss a whole bunch and feel like a nerd. I'm probably not gonna make this one, but I'll give it a go. Yeah. Come on. 2 back boosts? That's not what I was looking for. Yeah, well. Oh, turned too early. And confirmation it didn't really matter. Any gold times? I just want to sort of have, you know, fairly decent times like across the board. I was sort of going to start with, you know, boring 4 type times, but then I think after this I'm going to go for like maybe a Depot 26 or something like that. I want to go through some of the agent levels first, right? And build up enough for like an agent speed run, right? And you know, that'd be kind of cool. But I actually kind of like, I will say, I've already started to like shorter levels a bit more than I would have thought. Like, I meme about Bunker 1 because it's just like, you know, I don't know, it's kind of frustrating sometimes that you'll do the right thing and it just won't work out for you. But I do like how many reps you can fit in. Just that, like, also when I'm streaming, it's like, there's a lot of time for me to like turn over and talk to the chat or whatever, or see what's going on. You're not like locked in for a long period of time. Yeah, no. So I'm definitely, the vast majority of my times are NA at the moment. So I want to stack up like, you know, a couple things and just like, you know, have like a reasonable-ish ranking, and then maybe go for some more, like, some points, not easier points, but more, less cutoff points, I guess is the word I'm looking for, because, you know, Bunker 1 and Damn Agent were both, like, 100-0 cutoff type of thing, if you want points. But after this, I'm looking for something where it's like, there isn't such a strict cutoff. And so I can just sort of move up a bit as I'm playing, right? And gain some points that way. Ah, well. Will I be NA or points? I'll probably end up being a big NA crew member, probably, because like I tend to stick, so far at least, I've been wanting to stick to like one level, right? I get kind of confused from switching between like a whole bunch all the time, and I'm not ready for it. Like after a whole bunch of playing Bunker 1, I go back and I'm just like, I'm bored, let me play Frigate, and I just totally mess it up, and I'm like, wow, okay, that was not what I wanted. Who knows? That's not going to do much for me. Grind on that ledge, it's basically over. Although there is that small chance it could still work out for me. I ought to go for it. Oh, got right up in his face. Gotta YOLO that pause. That was, like, I posted one of my 18s and I was like, why is this not 17 in the Discord? And RageQuit was saying to me, he's like, alright, you just need to YOLO your pause a little bit more, right? Like, get up all in their grill. Like, they're gonna back boost you so much, so just get used to it. Just get all up in there. Because occasionally you'll get boosted through. And I'm like, you know what? I can get behind that. Because, like, stuff like this will happen. And it's like, you need to get up all in there so that if you can get boosted through, you will get boosted through. Hopefully. Right. Oh. So sad. Ah, come on. I always try and be cool and take that line. It's not worth. So every time I just grind on the pole and wanna just throw something. Back boost, classic. Come on. Oh, that's looking pretty nice. Let's go. Don't boost me back. All right. Terrible. Man, I missed that warp. Unfortunate. That said, that was going to be a tough one anyway, because I didn't get that table boost, and I sort of went around the table. So I'm going to have to either go in front of the table, or just get that boost, and get that warp, which just getting it all together has been a problem so far. We've gotten individually all those things. I missed that one. Individually, I've gotten all those things, like, before. Like, had a good run, but it's always just missing one little ingredient, right? And that's pretty important. And then I guess sometimes, even if I do get a good run going, the guards might mess with me, right? I have something that I feel like is a low 13 that would be enough for me to get a 17 with just like maybe 2 boosts or fewer. Just doesn't work out. I think I missed the key. Yeah. But it wasn't going to work out anyway. That's lame. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. That is definitely not gonna happen. Okay, so I don't know. As far as picking up GoldenEye, it was like I'd been looking around for a speedrun game for a while, right? It was something that kind of, you know, I liked watching them and whatnot, but I just couldn't get myself to sit down for like imagining like, man, you know, playing this like 2-hour run. Like, no, right? That sucks. But then I was sort of always on the lookout because I was in the Smash community first. And that's sort of, I mean, that's mostly what I do. Like, I'm much better at that game. And there's a pretty big connection, like, or overlap, I guess, between the two communities. But then, I don't know how I found it, but it was like after Carl got Damn52, like that sort of blew up, right? And I heard about it like that, yeah. Yeah, I heard about yeah, I know. It's Smash is pretty degen, but I have a good time. But yeah, I heard about Carl getting Damn52 because it got a lot of attention, and I'm like, well, you know, actually, this game seems kind of cool, you know. And I had a copy from when I was younger, and I was like, well, may as well pick this up, right? No. Melee. I'm actually one of the TOs for like my local scene. I have a tournament that runs every Friday, and then we also have monthlies. So I go hard in that game. Like 2013. Yeah, 2013 was the time, man. Although, I'd say the scene is definitely... That guard got in my way. That's so annoying. Why would you stand there? The scene's still growing and whatnot. And we get a lot of new people, although growth is slowed down. I started in like 2015 or so. And, you know, I think that was still the documentary era, but then now it's like... The scene's definitely changed even from when I joined a couple of years ago. It's kind of unsettling in a way, but I don't mind it. You know, meet a lot of cool people. You know, it's a fun environment, to be honest. I bet it's different though, like for different regions, because like, oh wow, this is looking good. If this guy would get out of my way! And I missed a B press. Well, so much for that. But I enjoyed the game itself, like, in a lot of ways. I only enjoy basically one character in it, which would be Samus. So if Samus weren't in the game, I'd probably be playing something else. But, like, I just really feel like I'm thinking when I'm playing that game, and I enjoy it for that reason. And, like, also the in-person aspect of it is what I like, versus a lot of other online communities. You don't really get to meet people in person as much, but these Smash tournaments, it's like you meet people every week. But yeah, I'm in Texas. I think we have this a little bit, and also Austin itself is kind of a tight-knit scene, right? Like we have our locals at a pizza place, and you know, basically everyone from the city is at these, versus like if you're in another Texas city like Dallas, they're much more spread out. You might be from the same city as someone but never see them because they go to different tournaments. And I don't know, everyone's cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind fighting games like as much. Like I have a good time with them. I had a good time with Marvel when that was a thing. Street Fighter V I played for a bit when it came out. Actually, a lot of Smash people are getting into Dragon Ball, which I haven't had much interest in, but yeah, this one guy I know, like, he's just sort of put Melee on the back burner and is taking up Dragon Ball and is getting pretty good at it, goes to all their locals. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, I mean, definitely is a nice game. I watched that one, like, Leffen versus Goichi set that was pretty cool. That CEO. I also will say that, like, even though I play games that, for the most part, that require a controller, I really love the feel of using an arcade stick, and I'll use it for just about any game that you can use it for. Like, I use it for fighting games, I use it for platformers, and anything. Just feels really satisfying. I don't know what it is. I didn't even frequent arcades very much when I was like a child or something, so I don't really know why I like it, other than, you know, it feels very good, and like, you know, the way the buttons feel, and like this, how responsive the stick is, whatnot. I like that feel for sure. Come on, dude. I could make this. No, never mind. Yeah, it's just also, I was surprised a little bit when I got mine, like how versatile it actually was. You can use it with so many different types of games. And I got one of those, what's it? So what happened was after, it was Gamer V versus Momochi, and Momochi's stick failed at EVO, what, 2015 or 16? One of those. Then it was that Razer Aatrox was the name of the stick that failed, right? And I was like, you know, well, that sucks, you know, right? And so Razer got a lot of bad press over that. But afterwards, they blew their sticks out for, like, really cheap. It was, like, something like 80 bucks, and you could get one of those sticks. And yes, it failed, right? But I wasn't taking it around to tournaments or anything. The worst that would happen is, like, I drop a match online, and I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna take a chance. Hasn't failed on me yet, and works out really well for me. Because it's 360, it maps to tons of PC games, like, natively. Use the key throw to warp. I've heard that, like, that you want to use that. It does create a lot of lag, and the other thing I noticed in people's videos is that, like, you want to be looking up as well, because I would be keeping look down, but that reduces lag. I want to create lag. Come on, don't do that to me. So, I don't get it. Sometimes I nail these just insane warps, and I'm like, wow, I'm so good. And, you know, other times I just completely whiff them entirely, and I'm like, well, this really sucks. You know, because I had a good run cooking, and then it didn't really work out for me. I'm probably not gonna make that one. I'm so good. What's up, Luigi Sama? Yeah, no brawl today. Just some GoldenEye when I'm so close to getting this record, right? Then I could just be done with this level. So many fails. Okay, I'm making it. Yeah, I guess I need to hold on to it. It's actually like, I was just mashing Z, but if I want to use it to warp the door, I should probably hold on to it a little longer and then I can actually use it on the door. Plus the dice. Alright, open up. Oh, and I just hit back, so that's fine too. You had a key fail 17. That has to be extremely crushing because most people's stories of Bunker 117, they're not like, I mean, unless you're like Madman Fletcher, who's like, man, I caked mine in a couple hours. I'm like, look, I hate you, dude. But like other people are like, wow, you know, I got 118s. I got this and that, you know, I got like 513 fail, like 13 with the guards back boosting me. And it's like, ugh, that sucks, right? You know, so having a 17 fail, you're like, yes, I did it. Oh, just kidding, I didn't get the key. Disgusting. Yeah, I mean, hope that job search goes well. And that security job sounds like a good time, I guess. There's a Melee guy around here who does like night security. And so he would like wake up, go to a Melee tournament, and then like go to work afterwards. Like, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. Because normally, I guess, like when you're going to your average weekly, you don't wake up and go to your weekly. Like you're at work or something, I hope. Like I hope you're not waking up at 6 p.m. to go to our 7 p.m. weeklies, right? But then, you know, this dude's like, well, gotta wake up in time for Smash, which is something you only do like for National. That's actually just super depressing that if you like miss the key and just play it out. I guess though, on the other hand, it's like, it's an affirmation of your skill, right? Like that you're able to do it. You're like, yes, I can get a 17. This is definitive proof I am able to do that. You know, whereas like I have not been able to do that. So I don't have definitive proof that I'm capable of getting 17. I mean, kind of, because like I had the 118 where I missed the quick pause and that was really it. And I was like, this kind of is proof, but it's not like definitive proof. Yeah, skill, Bunker 1 agent, exactly. This is a very luck-based level for sure. I was having a debate in here one time about like which is more luck-based, Frigate or Bunker 1 agent, right? So Frigate agent versus Bunker 1 agent. You know, on the one hand, like whether you complete a Frigate agent run is completely random, of course, but on the other hand, it's, you know, if you want to get a 23, that actually requires, like, a lot of skill. Like, you can't be a noob and get, like, a 23 out of nowhere. But you could possibly do that with Bunker 117. And, like, there's just so much variance with the guards and, you know, whether you get the boosts and whatnot. We do know, though, that Frigate's secret agent, that is 100% skill, because, you know, you have Luke Pettit getting a 58 when the hostage is complete before he even gets to the boat. So it's like, all right, well, this is a skill-based level now. Okay. That's something else I learned, is that, like, Luke Pettit, he has those frigate records, like he has the world records on frigate secret agent, double O agent. Oh, thanks Harry for the follow. He has these world records on frigate secret agent, double O agent. Doesn't even have like a bunker 117. And I'm like, well, all right, so he can deal with these luck-based levels, but not this otherwise pretty attainable luck-based level. Weird dude. I don't know what his deal is. Like, man, I really want to be good at GoldenEye, but only these extremely luck-based levels. Alright, I guess. If you throw enough of your time at something, it'll happen. Like, for frigate, it'll happen. Oh, I think it's Mesquite. Yep, definitely Mesquite. Alright, maybe this will be that one. Yeah. Weef. Totally whiffed that. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna make this one. Yeah. That tough, that's kind of being in either of those corners is just a very tough position to make it happen. For various reasons. It's just like, well, there aren't really guards in the angles needed to boost you that way, so you're probably not gonna make it, but it's still theoretically possible. Oh, what am I turned so early for that one. Like, that was just... I just totally passed right by. It's looking good. It's looking very good. If I can get past... No! That's not what... I needed that boost through there. I also needed to use that key to warp the door. Could have done that. Although, I guess, if you're going that... Like, I had a... That was a 20, right? Like, it wasn't fast enough to where, like, I'm struggling to get the key out by the time I'm exiting, which I think is how you know you're actually on 17 pace, is like, man, I can't even get rid of this key in time. I might not clear this box. Nope. I managed to get out of it. Did I miss it? Oh, come on. Terrible. So sad. Can we hit 50 likes? Thing the same. There we go. Classic. aspect. No boost and that music. I'm just not going to take the chance because if that music is happening and it doesn't fix itself pretty quick, there's a chance that that door's not even going to be open. It kind of just sucks. I'm like, wow, I did everything right, and here I am. Door's not even open. Y'all are worse guards than I thought. Like, sometimes I'm appreciative that they're doing their job, like when they get to that door on time. Other times, like, they're actually doing, like, a serious football wedge to prevent me from getting out. And I'm like, you're not, just can you do your job a little worse? I thought the AI in this game was supposed to be bad. Why are you actually blocking me? That makes no sense. Already boosted, wow. Come on, what am I doing? Oh no, baby, what is you doing? And block. See, here they are. They're actually doing a wedge. They can't, like, stand in a line out of the way. Have to do a wedge. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Alright, it's looking good, looking good. Oh, come on. Piece of junk. What am I doing? That is a great question. What am I doing with my life? I'm trying to go fast in a video game. Go really fast. I'm trying to get boosted. But yeah, sometimes I'll make a mistake and I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing that? That's like one of the bigger questions that I always ask myself. I feel like I'll be driving or something and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna turn here, and I'm like, wait, that's not where I'm supposed to turn. I know how to get back to my own house. What am I doing? Yeah, Caleb's chat's pretty nice. I don't watch too many speedrunners. Like, if you don't have a cool personality as you're speedrunning, I'm just like, boy, I don't really care to watch as much. Alright, yeah, prepare your pastas. Prepare your pasta, please, you know, so I can, that way, I'll be ready. When I'm totally choking these high-profile runs, and people are like, wow, dude, you're doing so bad. I'm like, well, yes, that's absolutely right. I am bad. Why, thank you. Thank you for thinking I am cool, Luigi-sama. I also wonder, like, if I were to actually have a bigger stream, it's like, how would I handle streaming multiple games? Because the things that I've streamed so far would be GoldenEye, Melee, and Brawl, right? And so I have to strike... Oh, that was bad. I wasn't going to make that box anyway, though. I have to strike a balance between all those because, like, I have different people who want to watch my stream for different reasons. Because, you know, if I do my Melee analysis, all the Melee guys will watch it. And then, like, GoldenEye, I can get all the Elite might want to watch that, right? But then not any of the other groups that I hang out with. But then Brawl, like, obviously that's pretty niche too. You know, it's mostly like, you know, the Brawl degenerates that actually want to see that stuff. And occasionally, but the last time I streamed a Brawl set analysis, there was a whole bunch of Project M people looking through streams, and they're like, whoa, are you actually streaming, like, Brawl? And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, it's not Project M. Like, I'm not, I don't break laws. I'm not going to be streaming an illegal game. Fortnite! I've actually not played Fortnite yet. I don't know how to feel about it, like the whole Battle Royale deal, and like how into that game people get. I have liked shooters more since I picked up GoldenEye, which I used to like them a lot with my brother. I'd play like Halo, and he beat me. And, you know, now I'm like, I don't know, I feel more confident in this game, in Halo, having played this. Yeah, Colt will definitely... No, don't tell Colt if I ever do stream an illegal game, which I will not because I'm actually not really a Project M player very much anymore. I'll play it if it's around, but I don't seek it out. Infamous Prime is a cop, so please don't tell him. I don't want him to come and, you know, get me. Don't tell him. I mean, if you tell Colt, he's probably going to tell Infamous Prime, and then I'm going to have to actually get just called out, which would suck. Nah, come on. Mega back boosted. So it's sometimes just like, it's like adding insult to injury. I'm just like, I'm already getting back boosted. Can you just quit? This run's over. I'm literally pausing out to quit, and you're just back boosting me for no reason. What is it? Does it like stroke your ego or something just to get one in on me? Like, look, like I'm just getting shot all over the place. I don't get it. I really don't. Rip. Oh, that sucked. Stubbs is tough. Yeah, that has to be it. Like, why I keep grinding on that ledge, it's because he just, like, I don't know, Bond stubs his toe or something like that, yeah. And then, I don't know, it's better than, like, one of the big changes between GoldenEye and Perfect Dark is that in GoldenEye, like, you get invincibility when you're hit, so that you're able to, like, you know, withstand a barrage of bullets. Like, Perfect Dark, you just take all of them. Like, you just get hit, like, by a whole bunch of bullets. I missed the key. Oh no, if this is, no, I missed the key, why? You're serious? Okay, it's at 18, but I'm like... Right. Oh, come on. Boosted. Oh, wait. I might get boosted through here. Actually, no, I will not. But whatever. I can give this a try. I got boosted out. So the thing about the later part of this level is that, like, you can't actually have the PP7 out because you need the camera. The only way you're going to switch is if you, like, switch weapons. And so what you have to do is, like, some of the times the boost is bad, but so what you do is you have the camera out as you're making the line to the table, so that way you can take a, you can take a picture of the screen, which is objective A. Actually, I think that might be objective B. Actually, I can't remember which one it is. And then from the, and then you do like a little swoop from the table to the guards, and then you pause in front of them, and then they, you know, that determines whether you get boosted through or not. In a real-time run, like say you did like Barrow's doing, he's really into like agent speed runs, right? If you're doing something like that, you could get out the PP7 and shoot the guards out of your way, and then analyze the key once you're through. But for individual levels like this, you go for a more like risky strategy. And like, so you make these cuts to save time when it completes. Yeet. That is correct. Yeet. Here I am playing some GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64. Good run. Good run. Good run. I can still make something out of this if I get boosted through, and I did not. Yeah, so much bad. Oh, Luigi-sama, you will get a kick out of this. Try Colt. Try Colt as one of those. And what about it? I have a whole bunch of cropped images of things that ADCT has said. Try Colt or ADCT as commands, and they are very nice. Come on, get through, boost, forward, yeah. Oh, dude, this is a good one. Oh, come on, I missed the B press. I got boosted so far. Ugh. That would have been it, man. Well, whatever. Yeah, I kind of went ham with Moobot just because I could. I was like, I'm going to add a whole bunch of commands. You know, why not? So I made like an Imager album with a whole bunch of things, you know, cropped things of saying, you know, things that people have said. No, not making through. Yeah, no, I haven't gotten to 17 yet. I've just gotten so close so many times, but I know it's coming eventually. I mean, this is definitely a time I am capable of getting. That's been demonstrated many times. I want to just go ahead and get it over with, so here we are. Oh, so the tool-assisted record is 16. And that's about the lowest that anyone can get it. Also, like, if you were to splice together a couple people's runs, you could easily have a 16. It's just that it's, for everything to go right on one run is really hard. Because, like, if you notice a couple of these where I had good beginnings, what you want to do is, like, you want to get a whole bunch of boosts at the beginning, right? And, like, have perfect strafing. You get the key easily, right? And then you want to get through those guards, right? And then you saw the other one where I just failed that 17, where I was like, where I just got boosted towards the end of the hallway like that. Like, and I was like, wow, I'm at the end of the hallway already. Like, if you put those two parts together of like perfect beginning, perfect end, you could get a 16, right? Because there is, how you know if you're on track to get a 17 is if you have a 13 quit out at those guards at the end door. You have a 13 quit out there, you have a 17. You have 14, you have an 18, right? So this is probably going to be 14. Yeah. But if there's been one on video of a guy, Randy Buikima, getting a 12, which means that he's on pace to get a 16, okay? But it's just such a degenerate grind that it's just not even worth doing for most people. It would be a record, but then anyone who's like trying to, like, unless you're already a top player, like, why would you go for that? Because so, you know, it's like you're not going to be able to get it. And if you're a noob, it gains you no points. Like, it's literally like, if you already have a 17, which you would have to, right? then you're just... Oh, this is actually really good. I think I may have missed the... What am I... What? If you, what was I saying? Oh yeah, since the way untieds work in GoldenEye is that, like, if you have a tied record or you have an untied, it's the same amount of points for you, so it's 100 either way. It just changes how many points other people have. So you'd be taking away 3 points from, like, 115 people, but you also wouldn't be gaining any yourself. Okay, that's actually a really good question. I'm glad that you noticed that, whether I go in front or behind the desk. So there are about maybe 3 different ways that you can approach the table, and one of them is in front, then on the side, and then behind. So you can go in front, which is the hardest to execute, but does not require a boost to get 17. You can go the behind the table, which requires a boost to get 17. And then middle of the table, which is like sort of in between those. And so depending on whether the guard walking up to there boosts you or not, like it just, sometimes I'll just like go for behind the table or front the table, just depending on whether I get that boost or not. Because behind the table is like really easy to execute, right? And sometimes that guard will boost you behind the table anyway. But yeah, behind the table is just much easier. It's like a very slight movement versus like a total jerk on the control stick to leave the table. And you don't risk getting stuck on Boris. See, like he almost boosted me behind the table, but I was already committed to going front. The new strategy, I guess, or a strategy that I've seen that I don't think really anyone's doing at the moment, besides like Carl and Randy Dojima, is going up. So what I'm doing is doing a control stick turn at the front of the table. But the thing that got the 12-second start, right, or like that 12-second quit out, and then what Carl did when he was playing for it for a while was do a strafe change there, which should be, in theory, worse than doing a control stick turn 100% of the time, because you have to waste a little bit of time moving from full speed left to full speed, or full speed right to full speed left. However, am I going to make this? Probably not. Insult to injury. But then, you know, like what Carl and Randy would do is they'd run up and then do a strafe change, and like theoretically that's worse, but practically a control stick turn on average might be worse than a strafe change. I initially didn't do that because I saw a Wotus tutorial on how to get Bunker 117, and he's like, "Dude, you can do a strafe change here, but it's not optimal. It's not what you want to be doing." And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to do a control stick turn and whatnot. Got it. Nope. Those guards can get pretty annoying, to be honest. How this one ends up just playing out is like, you throw yourself at the guards, and hopefully they let you through. It's looking decent, actually, if they just get out of the way. And the answer is no, they do not get out of the way. I also got cornered a little bit, which is kind of a death sentence. Yeah, this is one of... I had a discussion earlier in this stream, as well as another stream a while ago. There was like what is the most luck-dependent level in the game? And it's between, like, Frigate Agent and Bunker 1 Agent, to be honest. So the thing about Frigate Agent, since you probably don't know Oreo, is like, what you do is you have to free these hostages from a boat, and the hostages have like a variety of ways they can get to their despawn location. And in order to, what you have to do is like just run at the boat at the end and hope the hostages escape, right? So it's basically completely luck whether you complete a frigate run or not, like at a good pace, right? So you can complete them at like 30 seconds, you know, like much more often than you can at 23 seconds, which is the record. However, like the thing about those hostages is that like it's a harder, your strafing has to be, and skill at the game has to be much better for you to have a chance at it. I missed that one too. Whatever. I need to wait and throw the key. That'll help. Yeah, that wasn't going to be it though. That was a 20. I would have had to cut a lot of time. But yeah, Frigate is just like very luck dependent in terms of the ending, but you have to have a high game skill to have a chance at that even. Bunker 1, it's a fairly simple level in comparison, like, because all I'm doing is, you know, like there's one strafe, actually 2 strafe changes, one of which happens during a pause, so it's like whatever. And then the only like super skillful thing in this level is the warp. Since this level is so short and so direct, strafing doesn't matter as much. Also the quick pause, actually. Although you also can do that on Frigate Agent, so... Maybe actually not on a Frigate Agent. Frigate Secret Agent, for sure, you want a quick pause. Yes, you have to save them and then just wait for them to leave. However, the speedrun strategy for that in individual levels, you don't wait for them to leave, you just run at the boat. Because what can happen in GoldenEye is that levels can complete in the fade out of a level. Or like, oh, this is looking pretty good. Oh no, I almost got boosted out. Oh, that would have been really good if I got boosted out. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have made it though because that was a 20 and not like a 19. But like as the level is fading out, an objective can still complete. And so what that means is that like if you're playing Frigate, it can complete even when the timer like is stopped and it's fading out. I think the timer stopped. I'm not 100% on that. So you will lose time, like, if you don't run to the boat every time. If you wait at the boat, you might just, like, cost yourself a whole bunch of time and, like, bump down to the next second. Which is obviously worse. Oh yeah, this is one of the things I like about this game is that like there's a lot of like crazy things that you do, but there's nothing like there are no crazy glitches, there's no out of bounds, nothing like that. And that's something I like about the game, you know, because I've never really enjoyed watching speedruns where it's like people just, you know, walk to the ending by going out of bounds. Like that's pretty lame. To me, or I mean, like, no offense to people who like those type of games, it's just not for me. But GoldenEye is like, you know, you run to the ending skillfully, right? There are also some funny, you know, side leagues and whatnot, which is, you know, something I'd probably want to talk about. There's a cool side league called Objective Failed on Screen. It's like, you know, fastest failure that you can possibly do, right? So then there's also one that's just run to the end. So it's like, you know, run to the end without completing any objectives. And so those are kind of fun. Turbo mode, you know, lots of these different Sonic, and then what's LTK, DLTK, those are cool too. So lots of different like ways you can spice up this game as well. Yes, it's definitely very Bond-like to be able to just like run to the end of a level and just not do any of the objectives. It's like, oh, did you get out of there, Bond? Oh yeah, all right, so you completed the mission? Nope, not at all. I think that's another cool thing about like GoldenEye as a speed game is it's like sort of makes sense. Like if you think about a game like you know, Super Metroid or something, or GoldenEye, where it's like the whole point is to complete this mission as fast as possible. Like, and they give you clear times in the game, so it like makes sense for a speedrun to be more about that. This guy won't get out of the way. Like, if you're James Bond, you want to get in, do your mission, leave, right? That makes sense. I'm not making it. Yeah, I know. So that's the thing, is that like sometimes you'll go on a streak of like the guy will always be, all those guards will all be in your way, and you're just like, well, I can't really do much about this, can I? But then, that one run when they're not. Also, something I've had happen is like I'll go on a streak of like, you know, maybe 5 runs where I'll be able to go through every time, and I'm like, well, this doesn't normally happen. It's always helpful when I'm able to do that because, you know, you get warp practice, basically. Maybe. Yeah! The back boost, though, is not going to help me. Also, the fact that I mashed that door. Not very good. Getting a back boost in that hallway is so demoralizing. I'm just like, well, so much for that. You know, I tried, I guess. Oh, this looking good, this looking good. I think I'm stuck on the corner. Well, it did not matter where I was stuck, did it? I got the quick pause. Let's see what I can do. What? Oh, come on, ledge. The worst. I may have got the quick pause. I think I didn't. What I usually look for is whether the ammo disappeared or not. However, if you do it perfectly enough, the ammo doesn't disappear. So that's how you know if you did a really good quick pause or you missed it. And it's kind of obvious by the time you get like to 6 pauses or something like that. You're like, okay, I can see whether, like, I can see the big difference. But it's not the same if like you're just doing the 1 pause. I don't get why they didn't make, actually, I don't know why they didn't make all the pauses so fast in this game. Like, you know, there's that weird quick pause mechanic where it's like the more times you pause, the quicker your pauses are. So, like, I don't really get that. At the same time, I'm kind of appreciative that it isn't that way. Oh, this is looking much better. Get out of my way, come on. Oh, I missed that warp again, too. Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to save that one. It was still too slow. But, you know, if it were actually very fast to pause, then it would be pause abuse like Perfect Dark, which I'm actually kind of glad isn't in GoldenEye. Like, I don't mind the pausing sometimes. And I'm glad, like, pausing doesn't count towards in-game timer or whatnot, but man, Perfect Dark's pause is just absolutely broken. Ooh, this is looking good. Ah, I missed that too. That was so terrible. I even threw the key at that one. I missed it. So the door at the end, what I'm looking for is like, so the first part of the level I need to, you know, we see basically every time, and that's I need to get to that door with the guards with like a 13-second pace, right? And then if you have a 13 pace, you can get a 17. If you get, this guy's just all up in my grill. What are you doing? If I come in there with a 13 pace, then I only need 2 or 3 boosts to get a 17, assuming you get a good warp at the end. And no back boosts from those guards. So the idea is you want like 2 or 3 boosts from those guards behind you, shooting at you as you're leaving. And so, like, it kind of costs you as you get back boosted as you're running towards the door. But then to get that warp, what you want to do is get back boosted up to that door, and then if you're really lucky, you can get boosted out, right? And what'll happen is you open the door, and as you're warping, you'll get shot, and that'll propel you out even quicker. And that's how Michael K got his 17 when he was the first person to tie Wilder Jansen on Bunker 117. He got boosted out, which helped him get it. And in case you didn't know, Oreo, this record's actually been, like, this record was set in 2003. So it's a very old record. It's the oldest one in the game at the moment. The only records older were Dam 53 and Archives 16. Those were both set, like, a long time ago, and Carl took both of those down. So the thing is, though, that 115 people have tied this record. Nobody has beaten it. Even with, like, a variety of strategies that have come out since then. So one of those is a quick pause, which is where I can pause really quickly at the beginning of the level. And that saves time as you, like, for when you pause the second time and third time. Like, because your pauses get quicker the more times you pause. And then as well, there's the fact that Wilder got his on 1.1 instead of 1.2, which is the faster control style. And then Wilder was playing on PAL, which is slower than NTSC. And he was able to get 17 with none of that, right? 1.1 on PAL, no quick pause, right? And then still nobody's been able to beat it, even with 1.2, quick pause, or 1.2 NTSC quick pause, people just still have not been able to do it. It's because it's really unfun to play for 16, especially when you already have a 17 and you gain no points from it whatsoever. Which isn't a terrible thing. That's just the way that the Elite has always handled Untieds. It's like, you have the world record, you get 100 points. It doesn't matter, you know, how much you have the record by. You have the world record, 100 points, right? This has been a topic of discussion, though, recently, since Graviton got a 28 on Runway 00 Agent, and the world record, or like the next closest time, is 32. So that's a 4-second untied, right? So he gains nothing except, like, he already had a 32. So he gains nothing from having a 4-second untied, except his pride, of course, which is why people go for those type of records. I mean, same with like Carl Jobst when he was trying to beat, when he beat, you know, Dan 53, right? Like, that was in itself, like, it gained him very few points, obviously. Like, it only bumped Ace down like 3 points or whatever, right? However, that is a huge record, and it's like, nobody is. First of all, no one's ever going to beat it, because Dan 51 is, with our current knowledge, not possible. But, as well, it's like, who is ever going to be able to tie Dan 52, considering how much time he's put into it? The answer is maybe nobody. Maybe nobody will tie this record for years. That's sort of my thought on it. I'm like, you know, the only person who might tie it, I mean, if you had Clemens tie it or something like that, or Boss untied. Like, Boss had Runway Secret Agent 23, which was like a very long-standing record, and then Carl untied that one to 22. Just like, so, Boss had the Dan 53. He was the first Dan 53, and then Carl untied it to 52. So I wonder if, I kind of want to see if, you know, Clemens or Boss will step up to the plate and tie Dan 52, but I don't see either of that happening in a while, if ever. It might have to be just some young gun type of person. Maybe it'll be Joris. Maybe it'll be Joris Cavedo, or something stupid like that. That would be actually hilarious. Dead around. Ah, stupid pillar. That was silly. Back, forth, back, forth. Let's get boosted. That was quickest. This one of the quickest, you know, restarts I've done in a while. Actually, just so like had to have been frame perfect. Z and start press. That's how you fit in more attempts per hour. You just have to get really good at restarting levels. Frame perfect restarts. I do that in Melee too. I'm really good at doing those frame perfect rage quits where you're just like, whoa, you know, and then you're suddenly on the character select and you're like, well, that was exactly what I wanted. The secret tech is holding start and then pressing LRA twice. Or sorry, I said that totally. Oh wait, hold on, 1 second. All right, let's see if I can make this. I didn't throw it, did I? Okay, still not a 17, but I kind of messed up. But what you have to do is hold LRA and press start twice. The way. It will pause you out immediately. Like, super quick. That was so, oh my, this is so good. This is looking real good. Ooh. No! You serious, dude? That was a back boost? Oh, that was so dumb. I am actually triggered. I had such good lines. I get boosted past that guy, and then he back boosts me back out of the hallway. That is such a joke. Oh my, no, oh wow. I just can't even deal. What actually was that? Alright, peace out, Oreo. Thanks for tuning in, watching me fail. No, wait. I thought we're getting on my way. No, I'm still stuck. I'm not gonna make that. Another frame perfect restart. That was very nice. Nope. Not gonna make that. I'm getting a lot of those. That guard roll messed with me. Come on, come on. Yeah, no, this is not gonna happen. Oh! Wait a second. No. Got the quick pause. This one's dead. DED dead. Nope. Why'd I? That was just a big mistake. I'm glad I didn't just pause right out of that. Because finishing that level on 1.1 would certainly be a shock. I would not be able to handle that. And it's slower. Sometimes I have to think about it. Alright, a couple more and I think I'm going to be done for this stream. And maybe pick up either offline play or more streaming later tonight. I want to get this. I also want to be able to make affiliate because I'm like, got 39 out of 50. And after that, like I met all the other goals for affiliate, so I might be able to do it. Quit getting in my way, man. Oh, that's so good. I'm good. Still not going to be a 17. Missed the key. Classic. This is looking really good. Until that. Well, so much for that. Ooh. It's probably gonna be an 18. I didn't get enough boosts. There we go. Well, could have done better, I guess. I guess that's gonna be it for tonight. I will catch you all later in another stream. So, peace out. Peace out, people.